I want to talk to you about the best virtual receptionist for law firms. So here is a rundown I want you to really pay attention to. Number one, you have Ruby Receptionist, called Ruby. And when you think about Ruby, I want you to think about one of the most widely known virtual receptionist services for law firms, especially small law firms. And the cool thing about this company is that they offer efficiency, convenience, and scalability. They provide exceptional customer service and are known for having very friendly and well-trained staff answering their phone calls. So that's an important element. And when you sign up for a Ruby account, you'll receive a customized local business phone number. You can then transfer this number to different lines if more than one person interacts with clients over the phone. So that's really good in terms of efficiency and scalability. You explain what you would like the virtual receptionist to say and how you would like them to handle the calls. For example, transfer, take a message, leave a voicemail, and they will manage the rest, including notifying you of no calls via email or a text message if you are unavailable. That's really good. And Ruby is one of the better options for receptionist availability. They offer 24/7 legal answering services, as well as live chat services. They also answer on weekends, which some other virtual receptionist services do not. And they have Spanish-speaking receptionists available should you have any Spanish-speaking clients. So that's really fantastic. Another great feature that we love that really sets Ruby apart from the competition is their mobile app. So the app allows you to manage your standard availability, set up wait times when you do not wish to receive calls, place outbound calls from your business phone number, keep track of your call log, and more. You can do all of this from anywhere using your smartphone. Finally, Ruby actually has integrated its answering service with popular law firm solutions, including Clio Manage and Clio Grow. And these integrations can save you time and make your life easier by eliminating data entry, making Ruby, in our view, one of the overall best virtual receptionists for law firms. And so what are the services offered here? Call answering, call routing, bilingual receptionist, taking messages, integrations with other software, outbound calling on your behalf, and mobile app. In terms of pricing, they charge you like $350 per month, or $350 to $1,500 per month, 100 call minutes, 500 call minutes respectively. They have overage fees for any additional minutes beyond your plan, 21-day money-back guarantee, and so that's really interesting, affordable, by the way. Next, you have Back Office Baddies. So Back Office Baddies is another popular virtual receptionist for law firms. The company is not as large as Ruby, but their basic virtual receptionist service is their offering is similar, with friendly receptionist and a custom phone number that can be transferred to any phone number you would like. Back Office Baddies provides some additional services on top of what Ruby has to offer as well. This includes things like scheduling appointments, managing your calendar, processing payments, creating work orders, and even making outbound calls to follow up with clients. So that's really good. They also have a bilingual receptionist to answer phone calls in Spanish if you have Spanish-speaking clients. And Back Office Baddies does not offer a virtual receptionist mobile app, whereas Ruby does. But their receptionist services do integrate with legal software such as a Clio Grow, for instance. And the additional services on offer can be a huge plus for certain firms, depending on the nature of the practice. And Back Office Baddies virtual receptionist services are available Monday through Friday from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern, which is somewhat limited in our view, and they do not answer on weekends. So what are the services offered here? So basically, you have call answering, call routing, bilingual receptionist, taking messages, integrations with other software, scheduling appointments, processing payments, generating work orders and estimates, outbound calling on your behalf. So that's really really interesting. What about pricing here? Let's talk about pricing. Pricing goes from $350, $360 per month to $2,000 per month. Here we are speaking about 100 call minutes to unlimited call minutes respectively. And overage fees for any additional minutes beyond your plan, those are applicable. you have 1 week free trial available. So we love it. Anytime a a service provider is giving like a free trial, that's really fantastic because you can try back office buddies to see if you like them and see how they actually sync with your operations, with your law firm's operations before you actually take the plunge for real. So that's really cool. I want to talk to you about Alert Communications. And Alert Communications has been in business for the last 50, 60 years. So that tells you a lot about their track record. If you have a company that has been in operation since 1965, can you imagine? 1965, that's just fantastic. And they have worked all along with thousands of attorneys, okay? And in fact, they work exclusively in the legal industry, and they use more of a client intake call center approach compared to other virtual receptionists who typically pick up the phone and transfer it to you. And Alert Communications offer 24/7 services, bilingual virtual receptionists, and large call centers for high volume law firms fielding hundreds of calls per day. And it doesn't matter. It's not about the size of your practice. It's about the volume of activity, right? You could be a small firm, a small practice, and handle a large call volume. And because Alert Communications focuses exclusively on the legal industry, they also train their receptionists in legal terminology and provide other hands-on services for attorneys. That's really cool. I mean, that really places Alert Communications at a competitive edge vis-a-vis back office baddies and Ruby receptionists. Why? Because they are training their receptionists in legal acumen. They are beefing up their legal acumen. And the add-on services they offer include outbound calls to website leads, taking down client intake information, processing retainers via e-signature, scheduling consultations, delivering documents, scheduling appointments, and more. They also integrate their service with other software, and so that's really good. So that really eases the burden of data entry big time. So what are the services offered here? Well, you have call answering, call routing, bilingual receptionist, taking messages, conducting client intake interviews, integrations with other software, scheduling appointments, processing retainers via e-signature, delivering documents, outbound calling for website leads, and you have 24/7 availability. So that's really fantastic. In terms of pricing, there is no public information of the pricing, although based on our research, we have actually seen $750 to $1,000 month plans. Okay, and also one thing that I need to say here is that a refundable deposit is also required upfront, equal to the monthly payment amount. Next, I want to talk to you about Gabbyville. So Gabbyville is an important player in this field. I mean, Gabbyville is a popular virtual receptionist service targeting small and medium businesses of all kinds, not just lawyers though. I mean, they do all kinds of businesses. And so they are not exclusive to law firms, but law firms appear to make up one of the most important customer segments. And this is kind of cool. It's actually shown first on their list of industries. And the virtual reception services they offer are slightly more robust than Ruby Receptionist, but not as in-depth as Alert Communications. On top of just answering phone calls and routing them, they can place outbound calls to clients, for example, appointment reminders, set up bridge lines for conference calls, and schedule appointments on your calendar. So that's really good because it really frees up your time so you can focus on more high margin cases. And Gabbyville actually offers text messaging between you and your team of receptionists to streamline communications. And you can also get text alerts for new calls when you are unavailable to take them. Although Gabbyville does not currently have a mobile app, the company has indicated that it's actually in development and coming very soon. And potential downsides of Gabbyville are a lack of software integrations and that their availability is not 24/7, instead limited to 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern. So what are the services offered here? When you think about Gabbyville, what kind of services can you imagine? Well, you have call answering, You have call routing, so that's really good. You have also setting up conference calls. They can do that for you. Taking messages, scheduling appointments, outbound calling on your behalf. So what about the pricing information here? Well, the pricing goes from $250 per month to $1,200 per month. 40 calls to 400 calls respectively. You also have a $99 one-time setup fee. This is waived for the top two most expensive pricing plans. You have a 14-day free trial available, so that's really cool because it really gives you an idea of what they're all about, what the service is all about. At least you can try the service and see if you like it, and if the whole arrangement is a win-win for you and for Gabbyville. Let's talk about Answering Legal. So Answering Legal is another virtual receptionist and phone call answering solution that is exclusive to the legal industry. They only work with law firms, so they train their staff to understand how law firms operate, and they provide additional hands-on services related to client intake. That's really good because this is kind of similar to Alert Communications in the sense that you have this sort of exclusivity. Okay. And so Answering Legal appears to be somewhat of a hybrid between Alert Communications and Ruby Receptionist. They operate more like a call center for high volume firms similar to Alert Communications, but answering phone calls, routing them, and taking messages is still their primary focus, more like Ruby. And one interesting feature about Answering Legal is that their advanced call forwarding logic is pretty powerful. For example, you can set it up to call you directly at first, but if you don't pick up within the first few rings, redirect the call to Answering Legal, giving you exceptional control and flexibility to best configure the call handling process for your office and your clients. And the biggest possible drawback to the service is that it does not appear to integrate directly with any other software, which means caller data will likely need to be entered manually into a CRM or case management system. So what are the services offered here? You have call answering, call routing, advanced call forwarding, taking messages, scheduling appointments, outbound calling on your behalf for follow-ups or appointment reminders. What's the pricing information here? You have actually 100 call minutes for $250 and 200 call minutes for $398, okay? $398. And you have a custom price codes for firms with higher call volume. And you have a 10-day free trial available. So we love that a lot. And so this is kind of cool. So when you think about Answering Legal, you got to think about flexibility actually mixing with efficiency. And that's really fantastic. Next, you have Nexa. So when you think about Nexa is yet another popular virtual receptionist service that is aimed at businesses of any kind and any size. And their differentiating factors seem to be their technology, as they boast about their software infrastructure, which is developed in-house and promises reliability with greater than 99.98% uptime. So that's really cool. I mean, and that's high. That's high too. And Nexa trains it's a virtual receptionist by industry, and they provide 24/7 bilingual service across a variety of channels, not just phone calls. And this virtual receptionist service will also communicate with clients via email, web chat, text message, etc., giving you a more robust service offering and enabling your law firm to interact with clients however they feel most comfortable. And their client portal comes with native integrations to several prominent CRMs, as well as a Zapier integration to allow you to connect to hundreds of other software programs, which is a huge plus. Okay, the Zapier integration. They also have a Slack integration, so that's really cool. And this company also provides more hands-on services for their customers, such as appointment scheduling, lead qualification, basic IT support, and ticketing, help desk management. And so while some of those features may not be useful for a law practice, It's always nice to work with technically savvy vendors and business partners, as technology plays a key role in running any type of modern business, not just a law firm. So, what are the services offered here? When you think about this player, what kind of services should you be expecting? So, you have call answering, you have call routing, you have taking messages, you have live chat, email, text message communication options, you have late qualifications, you have integrations with other software, you have scheduling appointments, you have technical support, help desk management, and you have 24/7 availability. Now, 24/7 availability, it's a biggie when it comes to Nexa, and so we love that. So what about the pricing information? Well, you have $200 per month to $900 per month. So you have 100 call minutes to 500 call minutes, respectively. You have a $90 one-time setup fee. And now additional fees amounts undisclosed for CRM admin support, calendar scheduling, and text messaging. But you also have, and that's what we love a lot, you also have a 21-day money-back guarantee. So that's really fantastic. Next, you have Smith AI. So Smith AI is a 24/7 virtual receptionist service that specializes in converting new potential clients who contact you by phone, text, chat, or Facebook message. So we love that part a lot because you have a variety of lead avenues, so to speak. And so Smith AI has expertise in solo and boutique law firms, as well as other small and medium businesses. And their North America-based receptionists do much more than answer calls and take messages. They screen potential clients based on your criteria, schedule appointments on your calendar, take payments for consultations and services, and make outbound calls to follow up quickly without online leads. And their pay-per-call pricing is also favorable. So we love that. And smart technology features include the ability to set your availability by simply sending a text message command that is automatically handled by Smith AI, and the ability to set up call priorities so that certain calls from certain phone numbers are automatically handled in a particular way. And Smith AI also has some great software integrations with Clio Manage and Clio Grow, among others. And so those other integrations include Zapier, Calendly, LawPay, Acuity, and many more. In terms of services offered, you have 24/7 answering, outbound calls to leads and clients, lead qualification and intake from completion, appointment scheduling, payment collection, bilingual services, English and Spanish, CRM and Zapier integration, options to answer all calls after hours or overflow, free spam and sales call blocking, client dashboard with activity details, text and email follow-up messages after calls, conflict checks, Google Analytics and Tag Manager, Chat API, and final performance tracker. In terms of pricing, you have pay-per-call models, so for more predictable billing than per minute. Standard plans are $210 per month to $750 per month, so 30 calls to 150 calls respectively. But custom plans are available for call volume over 150 calls per month. No charge for spam, sales calls, or wrong numbers. Works with every VoIP and landline phone service, or get a free number to set up a dedicated business line. And you have a 14-day, and this is a fantastic development. 14-day money-back guarantee. Wonderful. Next, you have Lex Reception. And Lex Reception is a virtual receptionist service designed for the legal industry. They only work with law firms, train their staff accordingly, and provide hands-on services for law firms beyond call answering and routing. So understanding the unique needs of law firm clients is kind of crucial when providing legal services. That's what we love in terms of the flexibility they actually offer. And Lex Receptionist trained specifically to handle legal calls. They also offer 24/7 legal intake, scheduling, and lead qualification, generating business for your law firm while you focus on your practice. And so other reviews of Lex Reception note that their easy onboarding process is powerful, as well as excellent excellent customer service, making them a great option for law firms looking for a virtual receptionist service that understands their business and clients. The services offered: call answering, call routing, bilingual receptionist, taking messages, client intake, lead qualification, integrations with other software, scheduling appointments, technical support, help desk management, and 24/7 availability. In terms of pricing, you have $375 per month to $675 per month. So we are speaking about 150 call minutes all the way to 500 call minutes, respectively. So that's really fantastic. And and that's only for standard plans. And you have $1.95 per minute or $2.25 per minute for extra minutes, depending on the plan. You have $75 one-time setup fee for entry plan. No fees for setup or non-entry plans, CRM integration, or appointment setting. So this is really cool, especially when it comes to the availability that you should be really should be thinking about in the first place. So here you have it, right? The top eight virtual receptionists for law firms. So what are the impressions? So the overall impressions. So which virtual reception service is best for your law firm will depend on a variety of different factors, from the types of clients you work with to the level of service you would like to have to the price you are willing to pay, right? So it's all about having a good ROI. Now let me give you a variety of different factors that you can really think about them in terms of having the right strategy here. Think about the overall quality reputation. So quality is important elements, and you also want to think about low call volume, lowest cost. So if you are a solo lawyer with low call volume and you're looking for the lowest priced option, Nexa is a good virtual receptionist service to consider, because their starter plan is only $200 per month, giving you 33 to 50 calls per month, assuming an average call length of about 2 to 3 minutes. For high call volume, most services, so Alert Communications is a good virtual receptionist for law firms that spend heavily on advertising, such as mass tort or personal injury law. Thus, the calls can screen calls and handle many intake-related processes beyond just answering the phones and transferring them to you. In terms of best technology, Smith AI features top-of-the-line technology, a wealth of software integration, and additional technical support related service offerings. They also provide additional communication options for clients, such as web chat and text messaging. And their team also seems to be focused heavily on building quality software and continuously adding more integrations to make the service work seamlessly with your workflow. So that's really fantastic. And so it's important to really understand that you want to also ask yourself, am I concerned about losing control of the brand or image of my law firm by outsourcing my call answering? Then you want to have a personalization of the onboarding process. The thing is, hiring an in-house staff member just to answer the phones is a luxury many small law firms cannot afford. And you're probably too busy with casework to answer every call yourself. However, if you're not picking up the phone every time a client or potential client calls you, your business will suffer. Okay, this is why virtual receptionists for law firms are becoming so popular, because they get the job done, and they get the job done over the long run. And there are benefits of a legal answering service. Between client meetings, being in court, and travel, lawyers are not always able to answer every call that comes in. Traditionally, a law firm will have a receptionist pick up the calls, but with the rising popularity of virtual law firms and remote work, legal answering services have become more common in our view. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. To this conversation, let me give you a recap here. I talked to you about the best virtual receptionists for law firms. I gave you the rundown, the impressions, and now the recap. The rundown: we have Ruby Receptionist, Back Office Baddies, Alert Communications, Gabbyville, Answering Legal, Nexa, Smith AI, and Lex Reception. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.